everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Michaelin Jones. I'm the owner of Pure Horizons Travel Agency, and I am a certified travel professional through Careers on Vacation. If you are new here, you can click or you can type I am new in the comments and I'll welcome you to the community. And if this is your first, and if you aren't new, welcome back. So I am starting a series about Jamaica. I started it last week where we talked about all things Negril, Jamaica. And so what I mentioned in that video, and I'll also link it after this video, but Jamaica is kind of like this, and I'm just going to be going around the country, the island, talking about different areas. So last week was Negril, this week is Montego Bay, or also known as Mo Bay. So Montego Bay is kind of known as like the resort city by the sea. This is where you see that beautiful white sandy beaches. They have all kinds of different all-inclusive resorts. So they have adult only and they have family friendly. Montego Bay has its own international airport, so driving from the airport to the resort won't take long at all. And then they also have their own cruise port. So if you're cruising, you most likely go into this area. So what I mentioned in the last video is just things to do, some history about the area, and so that's what I'm going to do for this area as well. So starting with things to do. So basically anywhere you go to the beach, there's always going to be that ability to relax and just sit on the beach, sip your cocktail, and enjoy the views, enjoy the sun, and just relax. If you are more adventurous, or that's great for part of your vacation, but maybe not the whole vacation, you want to get out and explore, there is a lot of like exhilarating, fun excursions. So you can do like zip lining, boat tours, there's off-road exploring, as well as horseback riding, golfing, and river tubing. And then also, if you want to explore, but maybe not at like the high, intense, thrill-seeking level, there's also, you can actually, in Montego Bay, you can rent or have a river guided tour on a bamboo raft, and you just go down the Montego Bay River and you can go into a town just east of Montego Bay called, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I'm blanking, Falmouth. So you can go from Montego Bay to Falmouth. It's about 22 miles. And if you're driving, it's about 30-minute drive. I don't know how long it would be on a bamboo raft, but probably longer. But in Falmouth, there's also a lot of things to do. So Falmouth has its own port as well, where in the 18th century, it was primarily used for sugar and rum exports. Now cruise ships can go in there and people from the cruise can tour around. So that's really cool. And actually, in this area, once the exportation of sugar and rum kind of came to a stop, scientists discovered that there was like microorganisms in the port area that are bioluminescent, and it's just like a luminous lagoon at night, and it looks really beautiful, and I can't wait to go explore it myself. But back to Montego Bay, there is a lot of history. So there was, slave movements, there was liberation and plantations that went on. So you can there's a haunted house in Montego Bay if you're into that, called Rose Hall Great House. And the wife, or like the owner, she would torture not just the slaves, but also her husband. So you can tour that if you want. It's scary though. I'm not one for horror or haunted houses. There's also Sam Sharp Square, where there's a statue of him. He led the Christmas Rebellion in 1831 to fight for slave freedom. And then also, I didn't know this, but found this out, Johnny Cash, the Man in Black, had a house in Montego Bay called the Cinnamon Hill Great House, and you can actually tour that as well. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't remember if I mentioned, there's also golf courses, and just a relaxing atmosphere, as well as a very active nightlife. So there's actually, it's called the Hip Strip. And so there's a lot of shops, there's lots of restaurants where you can listen to live music, and kind of the same thing as Negril, but just in a different location. But yeah, so lots of activities, and you won't be bored. So Montego Bay is also, it's called the Jimmy Cliff Boulevard. And it's also known as the Hip Strip. It's about a mile long. So there's a lot to see and lots to do. Falmouth actually has like those cobblestone streets. I was researching though, and what I was seeing is, unless you're on a guided tour, it's best to just stay in like the port area where most of the tourists are if you're new to the area. But yeah, so Montego Bay is where you can also just have a great relaxing vacation full of adventures and just making memories and with your loved ones. And if you have any questions about Montego Bay or Falmouth, I'll link my ways to connect below, and we can set up a time to talk. Or if you have any questions, or if you have any just tips, tricks, anything on Jamaica, then I'd love to hear them. So feel free to put those in the comments. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative, and I will see you next week, where we will be talking about Ocho Rios. So I'm excited to talk about Ocho Rios with you. Thanks. Bye.